welcome to the show. This is Ty, the Note with the Maker, the Romantic Muchiga. First of all, thank you so much for viewing. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much for the positive feedback. And thank you for everything. And this is a show that is all about love, relationships, marriage. We get to inspire people who fear getting into love, people who fear falling into love, people who fear the journey of marriage. I bring couples here and they get to share their stories and tell us how their journey started, how is it going. Even those who have been married for quite a long time, what is the secret behind their marriage? But today, the show is different. I do not have a couple with me. I have a gentleman, one of the greatest gentlemen in this country, as regards content. He's one of the biggest YouTubers we have in the country, and he is the reason as to why I started this show. He gave me the idea, and I'm so grateful to host him here today. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Mr. Kasuku, aka Kuku Wazabanga.
Yes.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah. How is it going?
The going is not bad. We are soldiering on.
Soldiering on.
Yes.
First of all, thank you for this idea. It is really working. The meeting we had really pushed me so hard. Yeah. So people want to know who is Kasuku, first of all, because okay, they know Kasuku, the funny guy with gossip and all that. But now away from gossip, who is Kasuku?
I'm a simple guy.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm just an ordinary guy who just wants to live
Happy.
Yeah. I just want to live.
You want to live?
Yes.
Kasuku, most of your friends, if not many of them, have gotten married.
Yeah.
I've seen you hosting people and they are married, they've been offering married advice. Why haven't you tied the knot yet?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah. I just feel maybe I'm not ready. At some point I felt like it's not meant for me because marriage is not very simple.
Yeah.
But then of course as time went by, I started seeing things differently. So I just felt I'm not yet ready for it. Yeah, but I feel now I'm almost there.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what are those different things you saw that made you change your mind and ready yourself for the journey of marriage?
No, it's the wife who wants the wedding. Yes.
That's the only thing.
That's the only thing.
And you?
I don't fancy weddings.
What do you fancy?
Yeah. I just think people can live together. But women tend to make a big deal about weddings, introductions. Of course, with the attachment of you have to visit my family and you know those things.
Yeah.
So what makes sense eventually is when you're living with someone's daughter, you need their family to know you. They need to understand. They need to know who exactly you are. Their family and your family. Yes. Now, when the children get involved, it moves to giving your children a sense of belonging. Yeah. This side and this. Some families, some people are still rigid. They still feel like if you're living with their daughter.
Yes.
And it's I said, now, what sort of nonsense,
Yeah.
So, but because you feel you don't want your children to be in that mix-up. They will call your dad, that time it's very serious, vichi, those things. Yeah. They will feel, and then when you marry into if you're dating a rich man's daughter, it becomes different because you don't even have leverage. They will tell you, now, even when you're rich yourself, they'll want to make you feel bad, make your children feel bad. So, just to go and, you do that whole stuff of marriage. Otherwise, I've seen people who, when people grow up, when they move into like 60 years, you've had a failed marriage, this one has a failed marriage, they choose to live together. They don't go through that nonsense.
Now, apart from your thoughts and apart from your thoughts about marriage, why do you think that in this generation men fear to commit? Because I found myself in situations whereby there are ladies up to now who are telling me, ladies in their mid and late 20s who are telling me now, Emeka, all I want is a serious man. Do you know any serious men? And these are ladies who you think attract a certain type of class of men.
Yeah.
But when I hear them telling me to hook them up with serious men, I get to ask myself, why? What has led to that? Why is it that men fear committing?
Yeah, I think it's about character from both sides, from the men and the women.
Yeah.
The women are demanding so many things from the men, and yet they are bringing very little.
Let's take it.
A woman wants, a man, you wake up one day, you hustle. You have your own car, you have your own house, or let me say you have a cool apartment.
Yes.
You can move in as you want, move out as you want, do as you please. Then a person who is coming with sex and washing your clothes wants to begin dictating. Don't do this, don't do that.
Yes.
Kati, you sit down and assess. My life before this person was very smooth. You see what most women now don't understand, even men. The intersection that is supposed to hold them together is sex.
That's the only thing that keeps them together.
It is what keeps together relationships. There is nothing else.
Kasuku, don't you think there is something beyond sex?
There is nothing beyond sex. The rest is every day. Because you see, for a man, if you're with your wife and she's not giving you some anymore, she's doing nothing. Yes. And now the challenge is sex is everywhere. Hey, people are receiving sex randomly. Now a man is asking you, because now a maker. Those days when when I was still younger, we would go to club. Now, like, you would go to Silk. You know that car thing from Silk as you turn to go to Fenon.
Yes.
Yes, that car corner there.
Yes.
People were banging there. So a guy, you come with your babe, she says she's going to the toilet. A guy picks her, takes her there, they bang, she comes back. Remember, the thing is packed. Now, when you go to the toilet, you could spend like 5 minutes. Yes, so people go and do quickies there. Now she comes back. Kati, what are you going to explain to a man who has been sorted chap that he has to go back home? And then the wife begins asking, and by the way, your wife can ask you, but a girlfriend, I think women have certain levels of entitlement. I also don't understand. You bring her to your place for a weekend. She comes this weekend, the next weekend, 1 month, 2 months. Then she begins telling you, now for me, you leave me here. Please, you go back to your place. You don't disturb me. So after the sex, which is the intersection, that now it is everywhere. The question is, what else does this woman bring to the table? A woman is supposed to bring peace, calm. She's supposed to bring understanding. Yeah? Yes. Like, she's supposed to be your support system. Now, unfortunately, most women today, or girls, they are not that. Even that one who has money is going to be demanding. Like, she's... You know, there are women who don't beg you for money.
Yes.
She's not going to say, I want this, I want this. I not say it, is it?
Yeah.
But she's going to want you home by 6. Naturally, even for the most humble men, space, when you're living with someone, the space begins becoming smaller. Yeah. You feel like we are now too many, yet you're just two.
2 people.
Now, when the children come in,
so it becomes too much.
These days, when you stay home, your wife is on the phone, you on the phone. But now you're looking at her, you're asking exactly what are we doing. So at you could have been with your guys, you're drinking, you're not on the phone, you're jazzing. Manu, Arsenal, that big bummed woman, you know that stuff, how is work. So what happens is the role women are supposed to play is not happening. But that same woman told you, I need to do my hair, 300K. You're trying to get 300K. You go back home, she can't even say welcome back. If she says welcome back, she's angry. You know? She can't give you even a plate of food. You understand? So you tend to realize now this is no longer my support system. My real support system are my friends I sit with at the bar. Because for them, you're going to tell them about work. Then one will tell you, can you do this? Another is going to give you money. You get a business. Another is going to give you ideas. The things the woman is supposed to do. That is why today very many people are asking, what do you bring to the table? And of course, some of them are fools. They begin saying, what do you mean, what do I bring to the table? You need to revisit what was the role of the woman here. Now, after a man goes through that in his 20s, you know, you're in your first relationship after campus. Not even after campus. Yeah. You're with this babe, you've been with her since university.
Yes.
So she comes and now she feels she's in charge. Because you know somehow women don't want to go back to their families. Tebagala kuoza bintu. Tebagala kuoza ngoye na kusimula nyumba. So she comes here, she's the boss of herself. Then she forgets who is the owner of this place. You know, women have that feeling. I know, we are working together. When you remind her I'm the boss here, she says, so for me, I'm not welcome here. I say, okay. But men, when they go through that stress, they choose to hold back. So a woman, you come, you're beautiful, you have your own money. Please.
Stay alone.
Move slowly.
Now, Kasuku, according to what you've said, what you've said is the truth.
Yes.
And it happens with very many women, not all of them. You speak like a person who has gone through such experiences with women.
I may have gone through so many things with women. Yes.
What has been that moment you went through with a woman and you're like, okay, enough is enough?
Which one can I cite? I think for me, the biggest challenge I've ever faced with a woman was asking me where I'm coming from. That thing really broke my heart.
Wow.
That the person who asked me that question slept outside that day.
Are you for real?
Yes.
And what happened after?
No, the next me I slept. So I woke up like at 10. She was at the neighbors. When I opened, she took her things. I've never heard from her.
Wow.
Yes. Because for me the challenge I've received.
Yes.
People don't think I'm doing something. Yes. When they see me enjoying in the bar drinking, they think I'm just there chilling. I'm working. That's where I get the stories I tell people. Yes. So this chick, we agreed for overnight.
Yeah.
Colorado. Then we agreed at 45 past midnight. We have to do what?
To go home.
But of course, agreeing was her idea. I have something I always do with myself.
Yeah.
For me, when you begin saying things I don't understand, I say okay. Then so that I don't have to move into an argument with you. Yeah. I just stay fine, even if it's at night. And Madam begins, now you know, I say okay, it's okay. So that I can sleep. That I revisit in the morning. So she said, we should be here by 45 past. I said, no problem. Now me, I enjoyed myself. And at around 4, I remembered, I
have to go back home.
I have to go back home. My home that I pay for.
Yes.
So I knock on the door. This girl stands and says, twagamye okomewo saawa meka n'abaganda bazanyira awala abaganda balina akamanyiiro said twagamye tukomewo saawa meka. So I said I have been working. I even showed her money ze baali batusasudde on top of the enjoyment.
Yeah.
So she opened. She said, but next time, but what ugambye wakiri oyogera. So I told her, please come and give me a hug from outside here. So she came, she hugged me. Then I turned, I entered.
And you looked.
And I told her, the next time you tell me those things, you will understand.
She slept outside?
Yeah, she slept outside. The way she was. Neyebaka, I woke up like at 10. Nga neighbor bankonkonye nga nebase because I was tired. So when she moved in, she got her things, she left.
She has never come back.
I've never heard from her since then. I didn't call her, she didn't call me.
Wow.
Yeah. So for me, anything that comes to asking me, where are you from? What are you doing?
That's a deal breaker.
Nah, those ones we can't be with each other. I don't handle being asked where I'm from. I can inform you where I'm going, but you don't tell me, you don't ask me where I'm from. Unless you've married me.
Unless they have married you, not you married.
Yes. When one day if I ever land on a woman with money and I'm in a desperate situation, that is the day women will have the chance to do whatever they want to me. But when I can still do things myself, you cannot.
Okay, so you've always talked about your woman. Recently, you went on holiday with her. Sadly, she's not here. But I would like you to tell us how you came to the conclusion now that this is the right one. Because the Kasuku I know, the Kasuku I've been with, the Kasuku I'm friends with, is a Kasuku who is picky when it comes to women. According to what you've told us, according to the experiences you've gone through, whatever you talk about women, whatever they do to men, what special thing did you see in her? And you decided to zero down and you're like, now this is the woman I want to be my wife. This is the mother of my kids.
Now, the challenge I have is some things, if I say them, when this interview comes out, I may not have a wife again. So, yeah. But I don't know. I met her when she's still a young girl. She was on the catwalk, and I think at the time, for me, women have not been so much of my thing. Yeah.
So what has been your?
I have been about having a good time. Yeah.
Not settling down in relationships.
Yeah. Me, sometimes I meet my exes and they tell me, we did this. I have even exes I don't remember. Yes. You meet someone and they tell you you dated for a full year.
And you don't remember.
And I don't remember. Or hey, you took me here, and you're like, now. I think I'm a charming guy. Yes. But my memory doesn't stick so much around, So I remember when I saw her, but I don't remember so many things from there. Yeah. So, but she would come around. I think she never put a lot of pressure on me. Yeah, because me, I don't work around pressure. Yeah, so I was this person, whatever I would be going through, even at my worst times, she could never ask me, what is the problem? Yeah? So she could just sit there and tell you everything will be okay. What do you want? Do you want a cup of tea? Do you want food? Do you want some? What is going to sort you? You understand? So I think she never put me under a lot of pressure at the time, because I met so many girls in between there, and they put me under a lot of pressure. Yeah? There is a girl I used to like so much, and she would tell me anything to do with having children.
I don't want.
You must first come and see my family.
Hey!
You get it? So I was like, I don't work under conditions. In my heart, I was like, me, I don't work under conditions. You can talk me into doing what you want, but the moment you tell me this is a condition for you to get this,
Yes.
By the way, I accept very fast. If a maker, you tell me, for me to do this for you, you have to do this, and yet I wanted it, I just say that is not for me inside my heart, and I slowly learn to get done with that. Yeah? So I think at the time she never put me under pressure. Yeah. She was very cool and calm with me, and the rest just happened. Yes.
And so, for how long have you been with her?
I met her in 2010.
Wow.
2010, I think. 2010 in must have been, I think, November or December. Yes.
And that's when the dating started?
Yeah, because when I met her, we talked. Yeah, we talked. We banged, and everything happened. So the moment you bang with a woman, now everything is happening. Yes, the biggest fear men have is banging. So the moment you bang, everything is done.
So after banging,
yeah, there is no turning back. So we just proceeded with whatever was happening.
So for 14 years you've been with her?
Yes.
How many children?
Do we have to go there? Yeah, but we have children.
Yeah.
And yeah, we have had highs and lows, but life goes on.
Life goes on.
Yes.
As a person who has talked about relationships a lot, we are seeing the highest number of single moms that are mushrooming every day. What are men not doing right?
No, you should ask what are women not doing right.
I thought it's like a two-way thing, because partly for one to become a single mom, it's not that a lady wants to become a single mom.
Yeah.
Partly it's the man.
Yeah, partly it's the man, but me, I want to believe it goes back to the women.
Yeah.
Most especially. Me, most single moms I've met, when you hear their stories,
yes,
they are full of entitlement.
Really?
Yeah. I think we need to understand that the world has moved. Having a child does not mean you own someone. Most of those people born from around 1989, 86. Okay, let us say 89 when the government had started stabilizing here. At the time, people were dying a lot from AIDS. The family, your dad's family could reject you, or your mom's family could reject your mother.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So you had to face the hustle alone. Now, of course, that is when we started also, technology started evolving, and the Western culture started coming through here. So the business of I'm still here because of my children and what started going out of the door. Then, of course, Sevo brings women empowerment. They started that thing of a woman is like this. A woman, you know. Then women forgot that most of the things they are being told are on paper. And okay, maybe they apply to those women who are in those positions, who are well off. But us on ground, there are things men won't accept. Even when it is the law, is going to tell you, katugende mu court, sijja chekolachi.
Things like what?
Yes. Hey, there are men who still say you can't force them to look after their children. Yes, if
their responsibility.
If you're not doing things the way he wants them, because for him he feels that's the leverage he has over you, your children. Now, if you want me to look after your children, he's going to tell you, if you want me to look after your children, you better be acting well. You know? Yeah. So, but with the evolution of all those things, our women today are empowered and entitled.
Yeah.
So they feel like when they meet a rich guy, they have a child with the rich guy, they are entitled to everything the rich guy has. You know? And they forget Chiriche Nagambye, what do you bring to the table? Because now parents are not talking to their children. To tell them, one, when you're at university, there's something they say, like when you get into third year, you realize now life has gone. You need to start adding up things very fast, you know? So some girls make the mistakes there. There has been talk of your Okadiye, there has been talk when you have a child very fast, you can sort out the rest of your life very fast. Because now the biggest obstacle will be the child. Like you are 30, your career is now at a boom, and now you need to have a child, which is going to slow you down for 2 years. So they have advised young girls, omwana mufune nga bukyali, omuzale chigwe, otandika okutetenkanya eri, oba okitegera. So people are not talking to these young girls that is all nonsense. You can have a child at 50 years when you're ready to have this child. You know? Kati they come with that entitlement. Of course, tebababuuliridde eri. Then they come with this entitlement. N'ayagala oteeka amaanyi ku musajja. Omusajja n'agamba ono tantegedde.
Kamuddukeko.
Tantegedde. When a woman says, Katigo, you love your daughter so much, they know we have to press there. Now, the moment you hear anything, me, I'm going with me, I'm tired of you, I'm going with the child. They know you're going to say, Bambi, don't go. Before you beat me. If I tell you, okay, you go.
Yeah, take that.
Yes. Because me, I know the law. Hey, mtwaloja mwekumi buli mwezi.
Wow.
Hey, 100K per month. So when you go there, you face life, you come back and say, Bwana Kasuku, we were wrong. We are back. Yeah, so I think the most important thing is entitlement. Our girls today, they feel like they are the ish. Olaba ne bw'obeera omukwana, omusanga yenna byayambadde tobitegeera, nga yeetaaga polishing. Naye n'okala nga kakusikirako empewo, n'ogamba kati you know, I want to take wine.
You buy the wine.
Nomboza, can you buy wine yourself? Oh, yeah, you look at a girl, she's putting on funny shoes, funny clothes, and she's feeling entitled. Well, it's okay to have the entitlement because they have what I don't have.
Yeah.
But to a certain level, orinyam. Yes. And what men do is during that time, because you want to impress her, you become an idiot. You play along.
Yeah.
But when reality sinks in, you feel now we are together, she should be understanding. She has already raised the stakes. She's not willing to compromise. You know?
Yeah.
And that is where everything goes wrong.
What about deadbeat fathers? Because you've mentioned, you've said that the reason as to why some men do not take care of their children is because of the way these single mothers act, leading to the men being deadbeats.
Yes.
Don't you think, Kasuku, that is not a good thing? Like, you should at least offer some help. Okay, let's say you're not together with a woman. You guys are no longer in a relationship, but at least offer help, be there in the girl's life. But a lot of men have decided to become deadbeats. That's why on Father's Day, people were saying Happy Father's Day to the deadbeats, blah, 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 and all that stuff. You get, like,
but who was saying Happy Father's Day to the deadbeats? The women.
Even some men.
The women. I'm going to give you an example.
Yes.
I saw photos of Stella Nyanzi with the father of the twins.
With the father of the twins.
Can't you take it from there? Most times, those men walk away because of serious, not serious reasons, but reasons. You know, Emeka, one, a man needs to feel appreciated. You know?
Yes.
we understand it is the man's responsibility to do all that and everything.
Provide and all.
But you need to appreciate this man. You know? People are not doing it. People are putting others on pressure. People are not being understanding. And then, you know, people keep saying deadbeat dad, what, you know, those things.
Yes.
But what has the woman taken through the man to that level? I know so many men and women who met their fathers after they were like 18 years.
Yes.
Yeah. And